Right, boys and girls, this is our Christmas special. I realise you're watching this after Christmas has happened, but don't worry, I've already had my Christmas too. So when I'm talking about Christmassy things, I will also be talking about things that have already happened. So I've already had my dinner, I've already had my presents, I've already got my new giraffe. So, you know, it's only the people who watched live who had to have it in weird land. We're back though, after a week of no videos or some video. I don't really know what Chris has been doing on the channel while I've been away. But look, this is Kev. He's back now. Don't worry. Right, things were going quite well. It looks like we lost our last game of the previous stream though. But look at that. We're more than halfway through the season and we are in a title race. Say it quietly, but we are in a title race. The transfer window is just closed. And we've got an opportunity here, boys and girls. So let's capitalise on it and try and win the league. I don't think we're going to get to winning the league tonight. But if we can win the league at some point over the Christmas period, wouldn't that be a delight? We'd all like that very much. And this is a top of the table clash as well. So we might be about to win the league while I'm ranting. So me and Anna had a little bit of a talk. Well, I think we probably do need to go home. And even though it's a weather warning, there's advice not to travel outside. Andy is having a horrible time again. We've had to give him his medicine again. So second time in 3 days. So he's already gone back to bed and he's fast asleep because he was in full meltdown when his movie went off. So his holiday is ruined now because he's had this happen. He's had stuff happen like every day. And we'd kind of made the decision that we were probably going to leave when we got another knock at the door. And this time it was two members of the actual like resort team saying, and they acted as if we'd had no previous contact. So I don't think they'd spoken to the cleaner. And they were like, there's been a tree fall down and take out a power line. The fire brigade have come. And when they tried to move the tree, everything started smoking and it looked like it was going to catch fire. And there's trees falling down. And we've been advised there's danger to life. And we're now evacuating the entire park. Here's a hand-drawn map showing you how to get out the back way because you can't get out the main entrance because there's a tree down and in the way. So you're going to need to basically pack up and go out this back way. And there's no mention of any kind of refund. I said, okay, so what happens with the refund? I said, don't worry, we'll contact you. You will be getting 25% back. Will I? Okay, I'll wait for your email then. Again, I don't want to have the argument now. I just want to go home at this point. And so we got evacuated. We then got another call from head office confirming everything they'd just told me, that we had to get out. I'm already in the DMs of Forest Holidays on Instagram as well. And they're basically recording all the details of this as a complaint to send over to the site team by magical email again, even though they have no computers. But yeah, they evacuated us. We had to go home and I've heard nothing since. The nature of my business is for me to be able to call these trips business expenses. We're going to score a goal here. We're going to score a goal here. Come on. I have to make videos about these trips. So there's going to be a video about it. But in more positive news, we are 1-0 up away from home against Fenerbahce, who are top of the league. And this, if we can hold on to this, it absolutely puts us into a title race. And I am going to have to talk about the football a little bit because I don't want Topher's video to just be the story of Forest Holidays because that's coming out on the vlog channel. Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, fiddlesticks. Sandy balls next year, maybe. Yeah, oh yeah, Andy will certainly never go back. Was all going well. And it was, as soon as I engaged back in with the football again, it's gone wrong. I should have just carried on ranting. The game was feeling sorry for me. I'm hoping we get one of those Football Manager boosts of I've not played the game for a week. Here, have some victories to make you play the game some more. As far as holidays similar to Centre Parks. Yeah, kinda. I've always described it as a little bit cheaper, but a little bit nicer is how I've always described it. Every cabin gets a hot tub. And it's just, it feels like a little bit more luxury. It didn't this week. But such a thing has never happened. So I've got no reason to use one. It's all gone wrong, hasn't it? Ask Centre Parks to sponsor the video. We have done a sponsored video with Centre Parks before. Zealand's one is pretty nice. See, people say my experience with skins is they just seem to try and cram in more numbers that I don't need to see. I want less stuff on the screen, not more stuff. Why on earth would I want more stuff on the screen? I want less stuff on the screen. If someone sorts out a nice little minimalist skin that strips the game down to just the stuff that actually matters, then I'll use that. I certainly don't want more stuff adding to the screen because it's cluttered enough as it is. Yeah, I do have a secret skin that I'm using. There is an instant result button that lives just there that's invisible. So I do have a skin. That's available on Steam Workshop. It's called, hold on. It's called Kev's Button. So if you want just an instant result button adding in, it is there. I use that for when I'm doing my rebuild videos. That's got a little bit wrong there. We could be top of the league right now, but we just had 3 disaster games, and now we're falling out of the Champions League spots. We're bottling it at the worst possible time. What is going on here? Why is Gore absent from training? What have I missed here? Unhappy to have been touted to other clubs while being surplus to requirements, and now he's not turning up for training. So I guess that's why form has collapsed. When did we offer Gore out? I suspect that's why our form has gone to turd. Oh, morale manager, you swine. You absolute swine. Why must you do the things that you do to me? Die Hard's a Christmas film. Right, for a start, I've never seen Die Hard, so I'm not the authority on this. But I did see somebody on TikTok the other day who I think settled that argument for good. Because their definition of whether or not it's a Christmas movie was, would it make sense if it happened at another point in the year? And my understanding of Die Hard is it could have happened in June and it would have been exactly the same movie. Would it make sense at any other point in the year? We're losing again. They aren't going to have a Christmas party in June. I mean, I have no idea what that means. I've not seen the film. And that's when there's a whole thing in the office. It was definitely a summer party, company-wide. So they do summer parties in the US. I always knew Gore was good. That one's brilliant. Obviously, that movie only happens at Christmas because it's literally about Santa Claus. Elf is a Christmas movie. I have seen Love Actually. I struggle to see that as a Christmas movie. I don't know how many people are watching, but if 24 is the majority of viewers, then I'll see you in a few days. So I don't think the poll does agree. I think that's a tiny minority. 24 people. Out of 381, 24 people thought I was wrong there. I've also never seen a James Bond movie, apart from a little bit of the one that came through with my PS3. I've never seen a Star Wars movie all the way through. I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I don't watch movies. It was worth sitting through 3 hours of Titanic for a second time just to see boobies again. We did leave after that scene the second time. We've had an excellent youth intake, everybody. Look at this. We've got a golden generation. We're going to win the bleeping Champions League at this club. Those of you who've updated to the latest iOS, by the way, have you got this new journaling app? Every now and again, I get a prompt for a journaling. I've just had a prompt for a journaling thing come through. So new journaling suggestion. And the suggestion is afternoon visit near the Bluebell, which is the pub we went to for our Christmas dinner yesterday, and insert name of supermarket my dad lives near here. So my phone thinks we've gone and had an afternoon visit to the pub we ate at and a supermarket. We went to my dad's afterwards. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a journaling about the supermarket we didn't set foot in. It's gonna be great. No, not Ishmael. Don't you celebrate? You're offside anyway. Spending my Boxing Day in Mansfield. Send me a commiserations. Mansfield's lovely. Get yourself some pea wet. Won't somebody do a football goal? That's a penalty kick, surely. Surely. Come on then. Football. Oh. We miss so many penalties now. I've noticed it in both saves. It feels like we miss more penalties than we score. Is that a new thing? They just made it so players miss loads of penalties. Anyone else finding that lately? Santa Claus is coming to town. Come on, let's do a football. Here we go, look. Football incoming. Yeah! Whoa! Also, I mean, I feel like this has been very rant heavy tonight. Something else that's pickled my onions in the last week or so. Yeah, you lot might not have experienced it yet because I'm aware it's Christmas Eve and we've done all our Christmas stuff early. I've already had 2 Christmas dinners at this point. Christmas crackers don't have toys in them anymore unless you get the really expensive ones. We had to spend 15 quid on a box of crackers just to get some nail clippers out of them. If you've bought crackers for tomorrow, you might want to go and check the back of the box. I realise I may have left this a little bit late to warn you. They have a joke, a fact, a hat, and a quiz question, maybe. It's just paper. And there's a message. We noticed this in Tesco, but then when we were out for our Christmas dinner yesterday, they were the same ones out in the restaurant as well. It's all to do with reducing single-use plastic stuff. So no plastic toys in them. So you either get the cheap ones that used to have the plastic toys in, now just have like a quiz or a sticker. To get an actual thing, you have to get the expensive ones with like the bottle openers and the nail clippers, the metal stuff. But you ain't getting stuff like that out of the cheap crackers anymore. So if you've got yourself the cheap ones out of Tesco, you ain't getting toys, I'm afraid. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's basically this thing. I don't even know how to describe the thing. This paper thing with explosives in. We pull to make it explode, and it has a little crown, a little paper crown, a joke, and it should have a toy as well. And you have them on the table when you have your Christmas dinner. Is my giraffe taller than Anna? I think it's about the same height as Anna. You don't know what you were talking about. It's this thing. That's enough. That's enough description. That's plenty of description. Hold on, let's find a picture. That's probably the best way to do it. Christmas crackers. Christmas crackers. These things. So you grab each end, pull it. It has a little snap explosion thing as it opens, and then in there you have your goodies. But I want Christmas crackers news, because I reckon there's a scandal. Is there a Christmas cracker scandal? I can't believe this isn't a scandal. Oh! Oh! What have we got over here, boys and girls? A forever contract. Give me more. 5.75k a week. I'm the richest man in Turkey. I was previously on 3,100, which in turn is a lot more than I was earning at Gençlerbirliğ. 6 games left. I mean, we're not winning the league, are we? But second place is Champions League. And that's, I would argue, getting in the Champions League, in the grand scheme of things, much more important than actually winning the league. If we were offered guaranteed second place now, but couldn't win the league, we absolutely take it. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. That's not ideal. It's worked out why you're in a good mood. Posh got a 77-minute away winning yesterday. I mean, I was out having Christmas dinner while all that was happening. It was weird. When we left the place we were eating our dinner, we were 1-0 down. By the time we got to my dad's house, which was like 10 minutes away, we were 2-1 up. It was excellent. This is probably the death of our title push and potentially Champions League going down the toilet here. Without you to hold, it'll be lonely this Christmas. Come on. We're staying on very attacking. 1 point's worthless to us. We want to win. Staying on very attacking is probably a bad idea, but still. Do a football. Come on, boys. A football's about to be done. Oh, nearly. Right, football. Come on. Please do a football, somebody. Right, here we go. Now there's an opportunity for a football. Ah! Right, now, go. Football. Football goal. Rutsker! What a signing he is turning into! Are you watching, Fatty? That's one of your boys who's dragging us into the Champions League. That's the second time tonight. He's got us a huge winner. What a goal! I don't think we played Fenerbahce again. We played them earlier in the stream, so we just need them to drop points. It's pretty unlikely. Is there a chance Galatasaray could play spoiler? See, they're still in the Europa League and the Turkish Cup. So they've got a lot of games. They've still got to play. I mean, they don't really have any difficult league games even. I think Fenerbahce have pretty much got this wrapped up unless they just get too fatigued. Have Fenerbahce dropped any points? Because that'd be handy if they have. Oh, did they? Hold on. They did drop some points. The gap is down to 5. But I don't think they're dropping 5 points. And I don't think we're winning all 5 games. We just got to focus on second place. We're 5 points clear of Trabzonspor. If anything, we want Fenerbahce to beat them because it will just about secure our Champions League spot when the time comes. We're not trying to win the league. We're trying to get in the Champions League. Right. Let's continue winning football matches, boys and girls. Come on. Let's do a goal. Lovely. If they'd have had a proper stage at Wembley, which I think they are doing next time, then the tickets I had last for All In would have been great. Was the real glass worth it? Oh, definitely. Got rid of Captain Toxic. But as I've seen mentioned a few times on Twitter, it's set up beautifully for that CM Punk storyline that he did in WWE. Because World's End's in his hometown. He's going in as champion. In his hometown. He can win the title and then leave and take the title with him. I think last time I checked, he was 4-star current ability as well. 3.5. See, he is quite good. Quite good teams want him. In another universe, we didn't sign Kuol and he played, forget whatever sentence I was saying. Come on! How much money do you think we're going to get to spend? Any? We might not get the money this year because we've got to make it first. If we get a transfer budget in the millions, that will get a smile on my face. And obviously we'd like an increase to wage budget as well. I can't remember what our wage budget was, though. I just want to see a big number here. 2 big numbers. I mean, it is an increase in wage budget and it is a transfer budget in the millions. I can cope with it. It takes us forward. If we rely on free transfers again, that's another 2 or 3 really good players we can bring in. And we don't need a huge amount. And if we actually get into the Champions League, it's just all part of taking that step forward, isn't it? Because we're past the point where loads of people are going to be leaving us in the summer. The majority of this team will be here next year. And now we've got 2 or 3 more free transfers we can bring in on the 1st of July just to top it off. Works for me. So go check those out. But yeah, I would always recommend someone new to the game, start with the team that you manage. If you manage someone in real life, you've got a real head start. Assuming you don't, start with the team you support in real life. Yamax just scored. See, he's good as well. We've got a nice picture on our living room wall of us dogging. Not expecting this on Christmas Eve. I mean, dogs are not just for Christmas. That's what they say, is it not? How are we giving away goals here? What's going on? Do they know it's Christmas time at all? Shoot! Somebody shoot. Oh! That's how you get a winning goal, boys and girls. That was beautiful. Spot the period of the season where Gore was in a mood. I'll give you a moment to try and guess at which point Gore was grumpy. It's a mystery. Who knows where it might be? Our new financial position will ensure we remain a competitive force in the future. What debts? We're only paying the interest on them for 10 years. At what point do we propose to pay back the original £11 million debt? That doesn't seem very well restructured at all. And I don't even know what debt we had before. Right, boys and girls, we're going to wrap it up there anyway. Because, like I say, I've got to go and assume the position and play the aforementioned Baldur's Gate for a few hours now. Enjoy your festivities over the next few days, whatever you get up to. Make sure you're back here for the next stream, which I think will probably be Wednesday, might be Boxing Day. Keep an eye on my Twitter. You'll be able to figure it out from there. Remarkably, there are other people playing Football Manager right now.